Syria's embattled president is weighing in on the U.S. presidential election, part of a wide-ranging interview with NBC News. NBC's chief global correspondent, Bill Neely, sat down with President Bashar al-Assad exclusively. We want you to know the interview was recorded by the presidential press office, but there have been no editorial changes to the content. Bill, good morning.
Good morning, Matt. This was a fascinating insight into a man who's been at war for 5 years. It wasn't just that he's defiant, he was confident, sure of victory, and that, he said, is down to Russia. As you'll hear, he was critical of President Obama. Some of the rest might surprise you on ISIS and on Donald Trump, whose inexperience in foreign policy doesn't bother him.
From what you know of Mr. Trump, is he smart enough?
I don't know him. When I sit with him face to face, I can judge him.
He seems to respect President Putin. Does that give you hope that maybe he's a man you could do business with?
If he's genuine, I think he's saying the right thing, because every person on earth, whether agree or disagree with President Putin, he should respect him.
He told me American airstrikes against ISIS are ineffective and counterproductive.
Whose fault is that? Is that a military fault, or is President Obama simply not being, let's say, ruthless enough?
Yeah. No, first of all, it's not about being ruthless. It's about being genuine. It's about the real intentions. It's about being serious. It's about having the will. The United States doesn't have the will to defeat the terrorists. It had the will to control them and to use them as a card, like they did in Afghanistan.
Let me just probe you about how far you might want a new relationship with the United States. ISIS is headquartered in your country, in Raqqa. If you knew that ISIS was about to attack the United States, would you warn America?
As principle, yes, because they may attack civilians, and I cannot blame the innocents in the United States for the bad intentions of their official. This is not correct. And as I said many times, I don't consider the United States as direct enemy, as they don't occupy my land.
Well, I put many very direct and blunt questions to him, including whether he was a brutal dictator. He said, if a doctor cuts off a limb to save a life, you don't call him a brutal doctor. He's doing his job. Now, personally, Assad is a very charming man, but that is a very chilling comparison when you consider that it's actually the lives and the deaths of hundreds of thousands of Syrians that he's talking about. Matt, Savannah?
Bill Neely, thanks. It's a fascinating interview, and you can see more of it tonight on NBC Nightly News with Lester Holt.
Hello, Today fans. Thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. Subscribe by clicking that button down there, and click on any of the videos over here to watch the latest interviews, show highlights, and digital exclusives.